Okay, I don't know about you, but sometimes if I have my mind set on something and accomplishing a goal and then it gets diverted because of doubt and unbelief, let me share with you where that comes from. The suggestion of Satan. And I'm just going to throw it out there, simple shampoo. I was attempting to use this new shampoo for curly hair, and you check out the reviews before you invest in a new purchase, at least I do. And I now had it in my possession, so I kind of was like, ooh, on a whimsical risk, I jumped in. I do that too. So it was already in my possession, and then I'm starting to like backtrack, like, this isn't really what I thought it was. That happens a lot in pretty much every arena of our lives. And then there was a suggestion that said, should you use this product? It's been known to cause allergies and or, it can give you dandruff. And I'm thinking, look, I don't need any more problems. One time I used this shampoo. Almost within minutes, I think, of rinsing it out of my hair, I had this, what if what I read, those warnings through that suggestion, which was just a review, and we know that everybody has opinions, and it doesn't mean that any of them are anointed or correct, and it could be definitely subjective to according to what they lived. However, it was all that it took, because I think I manifested in hives and all kinds of like itchy scalp, and then it like seeped onto my skin within hours. Let me share with you how to take control over that type of scenario. First of all, it would just be like, okay, recognizing my anxiety is taking me on a roller coaster. And I am definitely manifesting symptoms of thoughts. Therefore, the suggestion of Satan was all of these myriad of things could go wrong. It's like if you look up an ailment online, they're basically going to say you're coughing up a lung and then you're going to die. All of this hyped up hypervigilance, it's producing in us cortisol and adrenaline, and our systems are overfiring, and we have to backtrack to calm us down. There's a much easier way. And in fact, if you recognize, for instance, anxiety in yourself, you could say, oh yeah, I know what anxiety is. I sense you, I get it. I don't have time right now to like break it down with you as to what precursor basically put me in this state of anxiousness. But anxiety, I feel you, but I need you to give me some space. And the point to that is, if it gives you some space, you're acknowledging it, because all of your emotions within inside of you, they come under 4 categories. It's either going to be fear, anger, joy, or sadness. And then you have all these other different emotions that, we can give, much more emphasis to, like rage, terror, indifference, and apathy. There's, for as many emotions as we have, they have the ability to react and or control us, unless we just say, hey, I recognize you're there. Please give me some space, and I will come back to you when I have time to unpack you, to hear your story, and to know how it is that you motivate my behavior to either go into stopping a behavior or continuing one. And that essentially is the baseline of inner family systems, which is IFS therapy. And it has been known to heal crazy things like the hives and the rashes that manifest with a thought. So after I took control of my thought process, and I was like, wait a minute, rumination is no good for me. I know that this is a complete fear of being out of control over symptomatic issues with my body, because nobody wants to be out of alignment with health. We all want to be feeling good. We all want to be able to go about our day. So when disruption comes, we can back it up to what did we feel, the sensation, the thoughts, and what first ignited it. And usually we can name it. You have to name the emotion. So it's anxiety, it's depression, it's anger, it's sadness. I know you're there. I need you to give me some space and wait for it to step back, and then you can direct your next step of action to meet a goal. And the hope is that you would do that through a centered self, and then you can come back when you have time to say, okay, now sadness or anxiety or anger, what is it that you wanted me to know? And how can I best perform next time when you show up? Because until we have a relationship where I can trust you to not react and hinder my accomplishments in the natural circumstance that I'm living, then I'm going to have to keep asking for you to step back until I can get to understand what good you are doing for my system. So there's so many examples I could use of my own cray-cray where I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to fix this. And I get to say, nope, not until I have some time and I just need some space right now.